Hello friends, I am Professor Yasar Shinde from Kekewa College of Agriculture Business Management, Nashik. Today I am here with a new topic, that is sustainable agriculture, its definition, components, goals and current concepts. What is sustainable agriculture? It is the form of agriculture aimed at meeting the need of food, fiber and fuel of present generation without endangering the resource base of the future generations, or it may be also known as the successful management of resources for agriculture to satisfy changing human needs while maintaining or enhancing the natural resource base and avoiding environmental degradation. Now, here are some principles of sustainable agriculture, like conservation of natural resource base, maintain biodiversity, eco-friendly, economic, maintain and improve productivity level and stabilize it, improve quality of life of farmer, food and nutritional security, use of biotechnology instead of chemical technology, and use of renewable resources and minimize the use of off-farm resources. Let's see the components of sustainable agriculture. First component is soil conservation. Many soil conservation methods including contour cultivates, contour bunding, graded bunding, vegetative barriers, strip cropping, cover cropping, reduced tillage, etc., which helps to prevent loss of soil due to wind and water erosion. Next component is crop diversity. Growing a greater variety of crop on a farm can help to reduce the risk from extreme weather, market condition or crop pests. Increased diversity crops and other plants such as trees and shrubs also can be contribute to soil conservation, wildlife habitat and increased populations of beneficial insects. Next component is integrated nutrient management. Proper management of nitrogen and other plant nutrients can improve the soil and protect the environment. It also increases the use of farm nutrient sources such as manures and leguminous cover crops, some biofertilizers, then green manuring reduces the purchased fertilizer cost. Fourth component of sustainable agriculture is integrated pest management, that is IPM. IPM is a suitable approach to managing pests by combining biological, cultural, physical and chemical tools in a way that minimizes economic health and environmental risks. Next component of sustainable agriculture is cover crops. Growing of plants like sunhemp, horse gram, phylloxera in the off season after harvesting a grain or vegetable crops can provide several benefits including weed suppression, erosion control and improved soil nutrient and soil quality. Next component is rotational grazing. New management intensive grazing system takes animal out barn into the pasture to provide high quality forage and reduced free cost. Next component is water quality and water conservation. Water conservation and protection have important part of agricultural stewardship. Many practices have been developed, conserve-wise, deploying, mulching, micro-irrigation techniques, etc. So to protect the quality of drinking and surface water. Next component of sustainable agriculture is agroforestry. Trees and other woody perennials are often underutilized on covers a range of practices wise agri-silviculture, silvipastoral, agri-silvipastoral, horticultural, then horti-silvipastoral, then alley cropping, tree farming, lay farming that helps to conserve soil and water. Now, which are the goals of sustainability? So basically there are 6 goals of sustainability. First one is land preparation. Under land preparation, first is land shaping and next is preparatory cultivation. After that, seed and sowing. Under seed and sowing, selection of seed, then contingency cropping, then sowing methods and cropping system. Next goal of sustainability is weed management. After that, nutrient management system, pest and disease management, and finally alternate land use system. So these are the goals of sustainability. Which are the different management practices of sustainable agriculture? So first management practice is soil conservation. Next is watershed based approach, then soil fertility management. So under soil conservation, As we already discussed that many soils conservation methods, which includes the cultivates, contour bunding, then graded bunding, vegetative barriers, strip cropping, cover cropping, reduced tillage, and they also helps to prevent the loss of soil due to wind and water erosion. Next is watershed based approach. For development of rain-fed agriculture, watershed based approach should be adopted. Next is soil fertility management. Under that, recycling of organic waste. So organic waste like crop residues, cow dung, urine, human excreta, sewage, weed biomass, sugarcane trash, etc. are recycled through the composting or vermicomposting method. Next is use of biofertilizers. Biofertilizers like rhizobium for legumes, then Azotobacter, Azospirillum, or wheat and for wheat and millets, then Azolla for particularly rice crop, which helps to reduce the application of chemical fertilizers. Next, soil fertility management is green manuring with a common legume crops like sunhemp, dhencha, cowpea, which can be provide about 40 to 60 kg nitrogen in soil. Next is crop rotation. Inclusion of legume in cropping pattern helps to improve soil nitrogen status and also increase the organic matter content of soil. Next management practice of sustainable agriculture is conservation of genetic resources. So greater variety of crops on a farm can help to reduce the risk from extremes in weather, market conditions or crop pests. Next management practice is integrated pest management, that is IPM. Through IPM, this is also suitable approach to managing the pest by combining biological, cultural, physical and chemical tools in ways that minimizes the economic, health and environmental risk. Next is cover crops. After that, management of water resources, management of salt affected soils, management of coastal soils. So these are the different management practices for sustainable agriculture. Let's see the advantages and disadvantages of sustainable agriculture. Advantages like sustainable agriculture helps to maintain biodiversity, then it helps to conserve natural resources, also helps to maintain or improve the productivity levels, improve quality of life of farmers. It also produces a good quality nutritional food. Then it makes maximum use of farm renewable resources and minimizes off-farm inputs. And finally, it helps to reduce cost of cultivation. So these are the different advantages of sustainable agriculture. Now, which are the disadvantages of sustainable agriculture? So low yield as compared to conventional farming, then low income to farmers due to sustainable agriculture, then less availability of organic manures, and less awareness in farmers about the sustainable agriculture. So these are the reasons or disadvantages of sustainable agriculture. So friends, in this lecture we have covered the topic sustainable agriculture. So I hope you like this video. Thank you.